Greetings and welcome to a Tuesday night here on the scene on 88.1 The Park. Usually it's Thursday night, so it even just felt weird to say Tuesday night, but we're changing up the night. This is your May version of the scene, even though it's early June, but we're going to pretend like it's May for tonight. Welcome to the best in local music here on 88.1 The Park, more specifically our fine artist from the Plymouth Canton Educational Park. My name is Nick Brandon. I'm the director of the In the Band Music Appreciation Studio. And thanks for joining us tonight. We have some amazing special guests tonight. It's like senior night here on the scene. We're going to have a couple seniors here in the studio. We're going to hear some music from some graduating seniors to celebrate what a great year it has been for local music here at the park. And it really has. It's been quite a year of shows and different recordings and different bands that have formed and have grown. And it's just been an awesome thing to experience, especially those who use In the Band. It's been remarkable. So we'll review the year a little bit and just celebrate the fact that we have two wonderful guests joining us tonight. We can't wait to check in with Nat and Cam here in studio tonight. It's been a busy few weeks, as I always say. We had the Rock the Park event here right outside Canton High School. It's the first show that I've been a part of that we actually had on the grounds of PSEP. And it was really cool. It was Memorial Day weekend. I want to give Amy Williker a shout out from the Arts Academy for putting together a fantastic lineup, which included our guests from tonight, Nat and Cam, but also several other musicians. I know Fred Richardson was there. Joe Jankowski was in like 5 different bands, Paper Crowns, a couple other people that were really impressive. It was just a great evening of music, beautiful night outside, cool outdoor gig. And then In the Band has partnered with Sweetwater's in Canton, which is this new, very nice coffee shop on Canton Center Road for, we're going to do open mic nights there once every couple weeks. And we had our first one on June 1st. And again, our guests for tonight, Nat and Cam, made an appearance, albeit late, better late than never. But they showed up, played a couple songs, as did so many of our artists from the park and a couple other people from the community. We're going to do those open mic nights pretty much every other Thursday. So the next one will be June 15th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Sweetwater's in Canton. That's at 302 North Canton Center Road in Canton. So a lot of things happening. Even though the school year is ending, the music will continue throughout the summer. In the Band will be a rockin' place. We'll continue to have a few shows here and there, which we'll talk about at some point. But tonight, it's all about getting into the music. So let's start off. We're going to hear a couple songs that we haven't heard yet on the scene here. One artist that we haven't heard at all, the Timber of Cedar, which is a group that got in touch actually out of Livonia, but their sound is so fantastic. We wanted to bring you that song on the airwaves here on the scene on 88.1 The Park. We're going to hear F Sharp from the Timber of Cedar, and then we will check in with Paper Crowns, led by our good friend Abby Sexton with You Got Me. So let's get into it right now with some music here on the scene. The Timber of Cedar with F Sharp on 88.1 The Park.
What I would give to get it back again. Hi, I'm Clint Smiley, the principal at West Middle School, and you're listening to The Scene on 88.1 The Park, Plymouth and Canton's hit music.
You break the silence. You carve out words just like an artist, and I'm dying to see more of your work. Something about you that I need, just about everything I want. So I guess this is me begging you to give us a shot, 'cause you got me dancing around my room. You got me, you got me, you got me good. You got me feeling things I didn't think I could. You got me, you got me, you got me good. You don't notice just how wonderful you are. But what you don't know is I can see your name written in the stars. Something about you that I need, just about everything I want. So I guess this is me begging you to give us a shot. You got me dancing around my room. You got me, you got me, you got me good. You got me feeling things I didn't think I could. You got me, you got me, you got me good. Cause you got me dancing around my room. You got me good. You got me feeling things I didn't think I could. You got me, you got me, you got. 'Cause you got me dancing around my room. You got me, you got me, you got me good. 'Cause you got me feeling things I didn't think I could. You got me, you got me, you got me good. You got me, you got me, you got me good.
Paper Crowns on 88.1 The Park. Welcome back to the scene. That's our friend Abby Sexton. Undoubtedly, Abby Sexton. You just recognize that amazing voice from anywhere. Before that, we heard the Timber of Cedar with F Sharp making their debut here on the scene. They're going to do a album release show on June 16th, joined by another in the band artist, Michigan Left. So that show is coming up, and I was pretty excited to hear The Timber of Cedar. That's a really good sounding song. So June 16th is a show that you can go check out. For now, we're going to welcome in our in-studio guests tonight. Speaking of amazing singers, we've got a duo in tonight that, when I first heard their names, it was like, okay, just two musicians, a singer and a drummer. But then I actually heard their music and I was completely blown away. You've got this amazing kind of angelic voice coming from Nat, and then you've got Cam just doing everything behind whatever percussion instrument she is happening to be playing at the moment, whether it be a drum set or a drum that's on the floor or whatever. The two have a clear musical chemistry that works, and everyone that I've known that has seen them play live have left completely blown away and impressed by their focus and by their musicianship. We welcome in tonight Nat and Cam. Welcome, guys.
Hi, thank you for having us.
So Nat and Cam actually is Natalie Jenke, a graduating senior from Plymouth High School. We have to say graduating senior now because you guys are done.
Yeah.
Right? And then Cameron Thomas, a graduating senior from Salem. So you guys have had 2 days where you haven't had to do much, right?
That is true, yeah.
It's
You're not
been
getting-
great.
You're not getting bored, are you?
Oh, no.
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 I'm not bored at all.
I know Cam told me before the show you did a little yard work today.
Yeah. For
Which-
like maybe 5 hours.
So it's an act that's really memorable. I mean, it's just anytime you see a duo that can put out a lot of sound, it's something that stands out. So tell me about the beginnings of when you guys first started playing music together, or maybe even back to when you just first became friends.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had world literature. That's what the class is. Yeah, with Mrs. Lang in Salem. We were part of the Arts Academy, and so she was one of our core teachers who integrated arts into our learning. So the Arts Academy is great. Loved that. But yeah, we met in Mrs. Lang's class and just kind of, hit it off right away, I guess. We just,
The first time we like quote unquote played together, we weren't even like playing any instruments.
Tell me about that. That's a pretty unique story.
So I like to beatbox sometimes, and there was a fire drill happening during the hour, and we had to leave like ASAP. So we were walking down the hallway, and I just like started to do that, and
and I was, I didn't even know that she could do that. And I was so blown away, and my jaw dropped basically. I was like, "What you can do that?" It was, it was cool. It was crazy. So
like
and
after that, we just started doing little songs. She would just like be singing something, and I would like beatbox to it, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's so cool!" Like, but she didn't know that I played drums yet at all. So
She just thought you were like an incredible beatboxer.
yeah, I guess you could say that.
So then I found out she played drums probably middle of sophomore year. Cam did marching band for 3 years and rocked at it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I found out that she played drums, but we really didn't start playing together till probably beginning of junior year.
Yeah,
it
it was a little late.
took a little while, but I mean, we're here now, so
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing how naturally the whole thing sort of came together. I mean, literally like during a fire drill. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
But that shows in the sound because you're both very natural performers. I mean, Cam could pretty much do anything behind a drum set. She has
Thank
amazing
you.
rhythm and it's natural. And Nat, the voice just seems to be there. I don't know if you ever took voice lessons or anything like that, but it just seems very natural.
Thank you.
So the combination of the two, I mean, it's very unique, and I think it stands out. When did you guys first play like a gig together?
There was that benefit concert from like junior year. Remember when we played Riptide? And you were like,
Oh yeah.
it wasn't
I
even
forgot
my
about
drum.
Oh, really?
It wasn't my cajon. It was somebody else's. And
I forgot about that. Whoa, that was a
how
long.
could you forget about
I mean,
So
sorry.
that was last year,
Wait,
junior
Was it?
year.
It had
you're,
to be.
you're a couple seniors.
Yeah.
You're
because
losing your
sophomore
memories.
year,
Yeah.
the sophomore year benefit was when I did like that spoken word thing.
Yeah,
So
you're right. It was
it was
junior
junior
year.
year.
The Arts Academy benefit. The Arts Academy does puts on a show, a benefit concert for we support organizations that we raise money for organizations. We've done a lot of stuff. We helped out Syrian refugees.
There was like this hangout thing like a teen hangout
the block.
center.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
The block.
Oh,
so it's
yeah.
a teen center. We raise money for the teen center, the block. So yeah, they have a show. They have an auction where they auction off art. But basically, the whole event is to raise money for these organizations. And so we covered the song "Riptide" by Vance Joy, and that was probably the first.
That was the first song we played.
Aside from the fire drill.
Yeah.
Counts, but
Not
know
really.
That's awesome. So let's have a performance now. So
Okay.
take your spots.
All right.
And the way this breaks down is Nat is on vocals and ukulele. Nat, did you ever play guitar or is it just ukulele?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually taught myself how to play guitar 8th grade, and I just learned off of YouTube, learned some chords to some of my favorite songs, and then I think 2 years ago I got a ukulele for Christmas, and the transition was so much easier because guitar has 6 strings, ukulele has 4, and so it was just going to a simpler little baby
And
guitar.
it's easier to carry. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Yeah, it's-
I'm just carrying it right now. I
Absolutely.
can take it everywhere.
Exactly. And Cam will be rocking out on the cajon, which is one of those drums that's kind of a drum / seat. So it's on the ground. And so when you hear the percussion, you'll know it's always Cam. So we're going to hear right now a song called Amends. And it's going to be Nat on vocals and ukulele and Cam on percussion. So here is Nat and Cam. Excuse us moving the microphone. Here is Nat and Cam with Amends on 88.1 The Park.
Lady, why do you look so down? It's a great day to be alive. The sun is shining all around. Feeling lost, you say? Have I ever told you that it's okay? Let's keep this light and clean. When I say this, I don't mean to be mean, but you need to get up out of your bed, go to the mirror, fix your bed head. You got places to go and people to see it. You need to do some errands for me. I'll give a few dollars, it won't be much, but you need to make sure to keep in touch. It's not your fault, you'll be better someday. For now, I'm not sure if you'll make it halfway. So I'll go to the marketplace and ask around if they see your face, and they'll say no, so I'll come back here and scold you from your head to toe. You'll cry a bit and then break down, but we'll hug it out 'cause you're not forgotten. Let's go out and see your friends 'cause you gotta make amends. Da 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 da. Ooh, da da da. We're on the beach, laying in the sun. The smell of sunscreen's in the air. We're playing fiddly in the water, having fun. Our time is almost over. I'm surprised we made it October, but I'm feeling lost 'cause I haven't seen you in a couple of days or two. I'm feeling weak, I can't feel my knees. Somebody out there, come find me, please. So you'll go to the marketplace and ask around if you see my face, and you'll say no, so you'll come back here and scold me from my head to toe. I'll cry a bit and then break down, but we'll hug it out 'cause I'm not forgotten. Let's go out and see our friends 'cause I gotta make amends. Da 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 da. And I know that this song sounds nice, but I'm telling you, I don't know how to do it right. And I'm sorry, I can't figure it out. Just know that I'm trying
amends. Thank you.
Nat and Cam in studio here on the CNN 88.1 The Park with Amends live here. That was awesome, you guys.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Nat sings like 5 octaves on that song. I love it. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. I can't sing 1 octave. She can sing beautiful in 5.
Thank you.
Amazing. Love it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well done. So that's an original song, and I know the next song that you guys are going to play is also an original called In the Process. Tell us about that one, Nat.
So writing that song was a little strange. We were sitting in a practice room in Plymouth High School, and we were like, man, we gotta write this song. We gotta finish the song for our EP. Kind of scrambling around a little bit, and Cam, you already had some lyrics, didn't you? I think.
Yeah. I tend to just like write a bunch of lyrics and send them to her just to be like, hey, I wrote this. Like, I made this today.
So I just kind of whipped up some chords on my ukulele and
Yeah, we tried things out.
we honestly, the whole thing was, what is it called?
There's like 7 drafts to this song. Like,
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
we
it's
have tried so many different things, but I love where it's at right now.
yeah, it's probably one of my favorites on our EP.
Do you both write lyrics? Is that part of your writing
Yeah.
process? Oh, okay, cool.
And yeah, a lot of the times I'll take what she has and kind of plug it into some chords I figured out or a chord progression that I really like, and
Yeah.
then put my own words into what she's already given me. So that's really nice. It's kind of yeah.
Just collaborative,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
Like,
It seems like it.
I wouldn't do that with. I don't imagine it being as easy with anybody else. I should say.
You know, I was going to mention, I mean, you guys might go the rest of your musical lives not finding, another
Yeah.
person that you can do this that easily with.
I mean,
'cause
that's
it just
fine
flows
with me.
so well. Yeah.
Love this
Yeah,
girl.
but it's gonna be painful when you're not like.
Yeah, one
There.
one of you is going away out of state for college, so we'll talk about that later.
Don't talk
so.
about it. Actually,
It's too
please
sad,
just
right?
like
Yeah.
skip that topic.
Well, let's get to In the Process. So this will be the second in-studio performance from Nat and Cam. Looking forward to hearing this one. So this one features lyrics written by Cam. Who says drummers can't write lyrics, right, Cam? What? We can write lyrics. Yeah, we can. Absolutely. So here's Nat and Cam with In the Process here on the CNN on 88.1 The Park. Take it away, guys.
I am not in the mood
In the Process, here on the scene at 88.1 The Park, Nat and Cam. Fantastic job, you guys.
Thank you.
I love that song. That is so good. And Cam, is that one where live, if I remember right, you go from the cajon to the drum set back to the cajon?
Yes, that part when it gets like really exciting and groovy. I actually get off the cajon and jump on the drums real quick, and then get back off and come back to the cajon.
That's what's really cool for those who haven't seen Nat and Cam live is the way that at times Cam will play the full drum set with this two-piece lineup, and it sounds awesome. It just adds this huge rhythmic element. Again, like I mentioned, Cam is just an excellent drummer.
Thank you.
So great job, you guys.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank
We will
you.
hear another song later in the show. Thankfully, I could listen to you guys all night. Let's shift now to our influences segment. So we're going to hear a couple songs. We always give our in-studio guests the chance to choose a song that represents you as an artist and something that's influenced you along the way. I know before the show we were talking about the first concert you ever went to, and Nat, yours was pretty interesting. Go ahead and say it.
When I was really young, my parents took me. American Idol was going on tour, and I hardly remember this, but I remember that we went and we saw the American Idol tour,
Yes.
and I don't know if that really influenced me a whole lot, but it was definitely the first, big concert that I've ever been to.
Yeah, and it sometimes it doesn't even matter who the artist is, but just seeing the spectacle of a show.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
just the atmosphere and
Yeah.
everything. That was the first.
For
first
sure,
show.
for sure. But you've mentioned since that you guys have been to a couple other shows that have really impacted you, including one of the artists we're going to hear tonight. And who are those?
21 Pilots.
Yeah.
Love them. Love those guys.
And then you also mentioned you went to a show at the Fillmore and saw one of your favorites.
Ed Sheeran. He was the first artist I really got into, after like Hannah Montana and everything. But he was, he was the real artist. He's very acoustic sounding. He uses a loop pedal where he can loop different rhythms and sounds to make it sound like he is singing with a lot of different artists and percussionists, but really it's all him beatboxing and using his guitar for percussion, and he does all the backup vocals himself. So I saw him in concert at the Fillmore, and that was incredible. He was amazing. He was with, he got the audience involved, and there I remember there was one point where he started singing without the microphone because he got us all to be so quiet, and it was captivating. It was incredible.
That's pretty powerful. And we'll start the segment with 21 Pilots, who we already mentioned, but we were talking before the show. That's an act that means a lot to you guys, it seems like. And really has almost, in some ways, shaped just the whole idea of Nat and Cam as a two-piece. Tell us about what this band means to you.
Yeah. Natalie is the reason why I found out about them. I would never have listened to that type of music if it weren't for this kid right here, because I was normally listening to like R&B and like gospel and a bunch of other songs that my family listens to. But this band in particular really helped me like branch out into what I decide to put in my ears. And so them being a two-piece band really was like, okay, this is actually possible. Like, two people can do something, and they don't suck. So let's just try that.
Yeah. Well, and from a drummer perspective, you see it in 21 Pilots. I mean, the drummer is the drums are like a lead instrument in that group. When you have two people, it better be.
I think
And
so too.
They take advantage of all that space, and I've seen that in your playing.
Thank you.
With you guys.
Wow,
So,
that means a lot to me.
and then Cam choosing one of the best influences songs we've ever had on this show,
Preach.
Stevie.
Preach.
Stevie.
Stevie Wonder is possibly the greatest musician to walk this planet.
He very well could be.
Yeah,
Yep, it'd be a strong case. And you chose one of his classics.
I sure did, because it is my favorite song of all time. That song, okay, so it's Superstitious by Stevie Wonder, and for, I don't know, like all of junior year, I listened to that song every morning. Just because as soon as you hear it, you're just like, okay, everything's fine. Like, I'm going to go do the day because, like, Stevie Wonder's talking, so everything's going to be, like, okay. So
Stevie can kind of start any day off.
he can.
And it'll be a good day.
It will, yeah. I can just put my faith in that if nothing else works.
For sure, for
So-
sure. So 21 Pilots, Holding On to You, Stevie Wonder, Superstitious. What a great back-to-back influences songs from Nat and Cam. So let's get into it right now. Here on the scene on 88.1 The Park, here is 21 Pilots. Stevie talking to us about superstition. Here on the scene on 88.1 The Park, he had a 2-album run that was about as good as it gets with Inner Visions and Talking Book. And anyone who does not have those as part of your record collection, number one, get a record collection. And number two, get those records. Cam, am I right?
Yes, you are.
Absolutely.
So right.
Absolutely. Classics. Stevie Wonder here on 88.1 The Park. Now it's time for the Scene Rewind. This is when we bring Bill Keith, station manager for 88.1 The Park, into the conversation. We take a look back at the history of musical artists here at Plymouth Canton Educational Park with the Scene Rewind. Bill, welcome in. Who do we have tonight?
We have an artist named Hugh Duncan, and he is not, I don't believe he's a graduate. I'll have to look up in the directory to see if he's a graduate of PCP. I don't think he is. I think he went to one of the Livonia schools. But a kid that was in his band, Derek Becker, was a graduate of here and also worked at the radio station. So that's how we first heard of Hugh. And I remember we did a dance, and a band that Derek and Hugh were in called The Gallows played the dance. And then Hugh released his own album or his own cassette back in the early 90s called April Showers. And the title track from that was all over the station. And so I had to go out and buy a copy of it, and it's a nice little album.
Nat and Cam, a cassette is a small plastic cartridge
Oh
with a
my
tape in it.
goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is back when
Yeah.
people used to buy music
What's that
on
thing?
items.
What?
Yeah.
They call it a Walkman?
A Walkman.
Ooh, sounds ancient.
Is that like
What
some
is
sort
that?
of MP3 player?
Bill, listen to these
They are
youngins
coming.
over
They
here.
are coming back, though.
They sure are. It is amazing
feel
how cassettes are coming back.
Yeah, I mean, you've got those small indie labels that are cassette-only labels.
But those are for hipsters, not real people. I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. Wow. Some people are going to come after me for saying
And then you can go. You can go to some of those hipster CD stores that will have like a section of cassettes. And I remember one time asking the clerk, cassettes, and she was like, "Yeah, there's people that don't have CD players in their car, and they have old cars, and they want music to play."
Yeah.
My
My
dad's car.
my sister had a car like that, and she had a cassette tape connected to an aux cord. So there was like a wire sticking out of the cassette
Yeah.
tape
Oh,
where
the
she could
CD
plug in
player.
her phone and play
That's
music.
right.
It was really funny,
Yeah.
but
You know, I'm all about vinyl. You know that, Bill Keith. We've had this conversation many times on and off the air, but I can't get with this cassette revival thing. I don't get it. I don't want to hear music on
it's
a
like
cassette.
Yeah.
not convenient. Where are you going to put where do you put them? They're so
yeah.
they're
yeah.
so bulky and
Exactly.
Well, CDs. I mean, it's the same thing with CDs. But
yeah, but the cloud is much more convenient.
yeah, but it doesn't sound as good.
Yeah. We'll have
doesn't
that
sound as
conversation
good.
off the air, Cam. I'll convince you in the next 20 minutes that a CD is a glorious thing.
Okay.
And then this song April Showers, I was listening to it as I was dubbing it from cassette to the computer so I could put it onto a CD to play. And it reminded me that it has this, and I think you'll notice it, this very Lenny Kravitz kind of vibe from his very first, that
Love Rule.
Love
Yeah.
Roll. Yeah, that kind of, you'll hear a little bit of that vibe, though Hugh's not quite the singer that Lenny was, but the music has that kind of vibe to it.
Well, that's enough for me to pay attention. So let's check in right now. Here is April Showers by Hugh Duncan on the Scene Rewind on 88.1 The Park. April Showers by Hugh Duncan on the Scene Rewind here on 88.1 The Park. Definitely some Beatles vibe there, some Lenny Kravitz, Bill Keith, good call. You know your music, my good man. Nat and Cam in the studio, and they're going to do another song for us. I know that you guys used In the Band studio quite a bit,
Yeah.
and we appreciate that. And I think it's helped you develop as musicians. Tell us about your experience with the studio.
I think it's helped us rethink the way that we play, because before we were just doing ukulele and cajon stuff, but with the microphones and the drum set that's available at the studio there, we were able to hear each other and really rethink everything that we do.
yeah, it's
So.
really opened up our options and just, yeah, like you said, how we think about ourselves and it's really opened up a lot of doors to, writing and, while we write songs, just what instruments we hear in our head and things like that. But it's really helpful because if we were to practice with just vocals, ukulele, and a drum kit, it'd be really loud, and I wouldn't be able to hear myself. She wouldn't be able to hear me.
Yeah. Be a disaster.
Yeah, but with with the studio, they've got microphones and headphones where you can hear everything, and it's all balanced, and it was really, really helpful to us.
And you guys are always welcome to come back. I
Thank
know
you.
Nat leaving for Valparaiso.
Yes.
And Cam not going too far away, just to Ann Arbor to U
Yeah.
of M.
Yes.
So, which is fantastic. You're both studying music
Yes.
in one way, shape, or form, which is phenomenal. So when you guys come back, not only do I want you to use in the band, but when you're both around, we're gonna have to set up a show so that you guys
Oh,
can
for
play
sure.
again. Like
Yeah,
a
okay.
reunion
We will do
show.
that.
All right. So before we can start dreaming up the reunion show, we got you here. So let's do one more in studio performance. We're going to hear the song Please Don't Be Sleeping. So this will be the last performance we get from Nat and Cam, so enjoy it. I know I'm going to. So here is Please Don't Be Sleeping by Nat and Cam on the scene on 88.1 The Park. Go ahead.
I made it today, my plan. Hide it away from the sticky to crack. arrow in that head of yours. The need to exist, no windows or doors that knocked and I called for you. Is anybody there? Does anybody care?
Nat and Cam with Please Don't Be Sleeping here on the scene on 88.1 The Park. Guys, thank you so much for coming in tonight. It was so much fun.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. And you got to promise that whether it's a break or summer or whatever it is, that when you guys are back around, that we can do a show with you guys playing at it and that you'll come use the studio again.
For
Of
sure.
course.
Because you guys are too good. You're too
Oh my gosh.
amazing to not
you so
let this
much.
continue. So
Thank
let's
you.
make sure we do that. So thanks for coming in. Thanks for the great conversation.
Mm-hmm.
We got a few things on the horizon when it comes to this scene. You will not hear from us again until August. And that will actually be, Bill Keith, our 1-year anniversary show, if you can believe it. It's been 1 year of being on these airwaves with the scene on 88.1 The Park. And we will return with our original guest from that first show, Keegan Weaver, a.k.a. me and the dog, who will play in studio, and we'll catch up with him after a year. And that will take place in late August. We are working on a staff show to have some of our wonderful PCCS staff who are musicians. Guys, you'd be amazed, but teachers actually have lives.
What?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. And some of them are actually incredible musicians. So we're going to collect some music from district staff. I know, right? And play some music on a special staff show. And then just a reminder that open mic night brought to you by In the Band at Sweetwaters in Canton will be on Thursday, June 15th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. We hope Nat and Cam are there. We hope that all of you can make it. Come and show your stuff. For tonight, we will bid you farewell for this school year with one of the great songs from this year and one of our favorite artists. Here is Change by Junior High Cheer Squad. We want to thank everybody for listening, for tuning in, for supporting 88.1 The Park, for supporting In the Band, for supporting our wonderful artists like Nat and Cam who joined us tonight. So here is Junior High Cheer Squad. That's a tough one to get out. Junior High Cheer Squad with Change on the scene on 88.1 The Park.
Well, I'm stuck in the past, trying to make things that are gone now last. Well, the weather's the same, and the feelings have changed, and I'm taking the blame. Taking the blame. Waking up just to see your face. Now I'm walking this path at a different pace. Thanks to you, it's your loss.
If this broken heart has taught me anything, it's that change is good.
If this broken heart has taught me anything, it's that the change is good. same place as before. And I've changed and changed.